Hey, church family. Thank you for joining us for Wednesday in the Word. You can tell we're not at church. We are not at a normal location. We are actually at Pastor Cliff's house. You know, when pastor's out of town, there might not be that many rules left in place to guide the church staff. So, I'm the youth pastor. I can get a little crazy every once in a while. Cliff, please do not fire me after you see this video. Hopefully your family's enjoying a good time at the beach. If you are traveling, hope you are being safe. Many people like to take a rest while traveling, like to go off and rest and relax, rejuvenate. If you have a pool, like you just saw that Brother Cliff had, you like to get out by the pool and relax, especially on a hot day like this when you're sweating while standing beside it. It just looks so tantalizing wanting to jump in. So I can definitely see the appeal of having that pool in the backyard, just resting and relaxing. Many of us like to rest and relax in different ways. Sometimes it might be like streaming Netflix or watching Amazon Prime or whatever you have, Hulu. Sometimes we might get caught up in it, might get a little bit too much into watching it, neglect what we're supposed to be doing. Today I want to talk to you very briefly on work and rest. Work and rest, and what that looks like from a biblical standpoint, how the Bible talks on both work and rest as being very important and vital to our life, and I believe our Christian walk. When it comes to work, we see that God ordained work all the way back in Genesis with Adam and Eve, where they get kicked out of the garden, and then Adam is told to work the grounds. So very early on, there's work. I mean, even before the fall, Adam was having to name all the animals. So that was his job right there, name all the animals and take care of the garden. So work's been around since the very beginning. We even see take it all the way forward into the New Testament, thousands of years later. Paul is talking about if you don't work, you don't eat. Talking to the church members there, the Christians there in Thessalonica, that you have to work if you want to eat. And so we see that it's very important to work. And I am saying this cautiously because I know that right now there are quite a few people who are laid off. People that have to draw unemployment right now. People who may not have a job or may have a job that's furloughing them, holding their spot, but they're not able to work right now. And I'm not necessarily talking to those people. Those aren't who I'm talking to. I'm talking about laziness when it comes to work. We get caught up in being lazy and we don't want to work. And I think that's who Paul is referring to. If we're physically capable of working, we should be willing to work. We should be trying to go the extra mile to work. And thinking about work just isn't a job where you go and get paid. There are many women and men, from that standpoint, that stay at home. They're stay-at-home moms or stay-at-home dads. They don't get paid to do that job. Trust me, it is a job. It is work to stay at home full-time with your kids, whether you're homeschooling them or if they're younger, not at age to go to preschool yet. That is still work. And so, not being lazy, I think, is what Paul is trying to get at when he's talking about not working, you do not get to eat. So I encourage you guys that when you are physically able to, you need to work. We need to get into that swing of working, doing something with our hands, whether it's even just working around the house, mowing the yard, fixing up stuff around the house, just not sitting there and binge watching Netflix for hours on end. It gets very easy to do that, trust me. I get caught in that same cycle as well. But when we think about work, we think about rest. The Bible is very clear about resting as well. I mean, God even took time after He created everything to rest. God created everything in 6 days, and then He rested on the seventh. I think that's very important for us to take time to rest. We don't need to be those people that brag about working 70, 80, 90 hours a week. Some of our jobs do require that. I thank you for your jobs that you have to do that keep us safe, or maybe doctors that have to work many hours a week. But our job should not define us. We should not be work, and say, look at how good I can work. We should be giving God all the glory. We should take time to rest, to get away, to go on vacation, even if it is one night somewhere. Married couples, if you have kids, take some time to get away from the kids for a night or just for a date night. Find some time where you can rest and rejuvenate. Why it's important maybe to get out here by the pool occasionally, to enjoy a vacation. Knowing that in my personal preference for kind of order of different things is you have God number one, you have family number two, and you have work or ministry number three. I think that's very important because we need to have God number one in our lives. We need to have our families in our life that God trusts us with. and then we need to have our work. So don't let work take priority over family or over God. Work for God. Work as you are working for God. Take time to rest with your family. Now, as I'm finishing up right here, I just want you to think about taking time to rest, taking time to relax, but also not getting caught up in a time where you relax too much. I know sometimes when I was studying for tests in high school or college, I would think, oh, I studied for 10 minutes, I need to get a rest, and I need to take time to rest and relax. But then I would take an hour, hour and a half, and then I would have to go back to work for 10 more minutes. Like, oh, I deserve a break. We don't need to be lazy with our work, as God calls us to be workers. But we need to work hard as if we're working for Him and not for others. And then take time to enjoy rest. Take time off from work. Take time on your Saturdays or Sundays or your off days to enjoy family time. To get out into a pool and make a big splash and do whatever you can to enjoy time. I love you guys very much. Hope you've enjoyed the Wednesday in the Word. Again, Cliff, I love my job. Please don't do anything to me. It was all Tyler's idea, mostly mine. We'll see what happens. Love you guys very much. Y'all have a great week. See y'all.